Hello, everybody. Welcome back to your daily crypto news. Hope that you're all doing well and that you're all having a wonderful day. As always, leaving a like, leaving a comment, or subscribing. All these things do help out the channel immensely. I believe... So first of all, I'm still away, but I believe this is the last day. I don't know. I'm in the future now, so I can't really tell you, but I believe so. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. I made sure that even while I was away, that there was still going to be content for everyone to be able to absorb, because the cryptocurrency space always has a million things going on. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Coinbase continues to add every single cryptocurrency that has ever been created to their platform. The US-based cryptocurrency exchange announced that the new crypto assets will start trading on Coinbase Pro once appropriate liquidity conditions are met. They have added Ergo, that is AERGO, an open source hybrid blockchain tailored for business efficiency and IT developers. News of Ergo listing, of course, the price went up. Also surging in the resource sharing Golem. I haven't heard of Golem in a long time. Golem is like a 2016, 2017 cryptocurrency. The idea was basically you would use Golem to share your additional computing power with other people around the world. And the way that it was marketed back then was kind of if someone is looking for a cure for something, but they need to do like an immense amount of calculations and their, 5 computers couldn't do it, the power of 1,000 computers would help them be able to computate that. I haven't heard from Golem in a long time. Wow. Which provides users, in need of additional computing power. According to the project website, the Golem network is an open source and open access and censorship-resistant protocol that aims to connect users through a flexible and open source platform. They also added Synapse, that is SYN, is the name of the coin, has also gained access, gain on the moment, rising. Also getting the green light is Status Network, SNT, which offers users a secure messaging app, Web3 browser, as well as a crypto wallet. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Status Network, of course, also rose in price as well. Eternity Chain, that is Ether, and then Nitty, N-I-T-Y, and then Chain. Another altcoin listed on Coinbase offers NFT enthusiasts access to authenticated and fully licensed digital trading cards. Okay. Among its offerings are NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal and NFL quarterback Dak Prescott. So they're offering trading cards of just those two people, or are there other trading? Okay. Eternity Chain. Oh, it says it actually dropped. There's a little. Okay. IO's network has been added to Coinbase's platform. That is AIOZ. IOZ is a content delivery network that distributes bandwidth while lowering costs. The project's website says it is fully interoperable with the Ethereum and Cosmos blockchains and able to provide instant finality and low transaction fees. Jeez Louise. They've also added something called High Street, which offers virtual real estate in an online shop featuring authentic limited edition products. Gameplay can be done via VR or standard computers as well as on smartphones. All right, that was the last one. So they've added, High Street, IOs, Eternity Chain, Status Network, Synapse, Golem, and Ergo. That was a lot. I wasn't expecting all that. So, woo, yeah, Coinbase listing everything still. Did you ask for any of these coins? You can be completely honest. You can tell me, because sometimes I breeze over things and I'm like, well, they're not in my portfolio, but I'm sure someone else out there definitely has some of these coins. Are you happy that they've now been listed on Coinbase Pro? Yeah, that's the Coinbase has added. It says more than half a dozen, just say 7 coins to their platform. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, That is a weird photo. Bain, B-A-I-N, Capital Ventures, one of the world's largest startup investment firms with $5.1 billion in assets under management, has announced the formation of a new $560 million fund that will focus on crypto-related investments. It's wearing shoes. It has boots and like it is draped in fine fabric. According to a Tuesday Bloomberg report, the fund closed in November and has already invested $100 million in 12 undisclosed projects. Bain Capital Ventures has a history of investing in the crypto industry and blockchain sector, having previously backed companies such as BlockFi, Compound, and Digital Currency Group. The most recent fund, BCV, is the first of its kind from the Bain Capital Ventures, focused solely on the cryptocurrency market. And there's a gigantic chart there, and I assume this is it says 2,400% increase. I assume that's the amount of money moving into the space. The latest development comes following a slew of venture capital interest in crypto throughout 2021. According to data from PitchBook, venture capital investment in crypto projects topped $25 billion last year alone. So, I myself have never heard of Bain Capital Ventures. But like I told you, just because we don't hear about these companies doesn't mean that they're not into the cryptocurrency space. We tend to hear about the same 5 or 6 companies all the time who are putting tons of money into the cryptocurrency space. And lo and behold, we have another new one who allegedly before put $100 million into 12 other projects. And now they have more than $500 million that they're also going to be throwing into crypto-related investments as well. Where's the money going? I don't know, but I'm going to assume, as always, they probably have more than one Ether. They probably have more than one Bitcoin. Surprise! Just, throwing that out there. Anyway, that's the mega capital firms are continuing to throw tons of money at the cryptocurrency space. They're offering the Bitcoin dollars. And without further ado, that's a crazy photo. Like that's an actual that's a lot. Alrighty, let's move on. Next up, Thailand's cabinet, Kanan Ratamontri, has relaxed tax rules for investments in digital assets, including cryptocurrencies and digital tokens, to help promote and develop the market following a surge in cryptocurrency trading in Southeast Asia's second largest economy. The rules, in line with an earlier announcement, will allow traders to offset annual losses against gains for taxes due on cryptocurrency investments and exempt a value-added tax of 7% for cryptocurrency trading on authorized exchanges, Finance Minister told a news conference. That's a very long name. That is a very long name. The tax exemption will be in effect from April 2022 until December of the end of next year. It will also be covering the trading of retail central banking digital currencies issued by central banks. Recently, Thailand announced the scrapping of, I remember this, their 15% tax on cryptocurrencies. So is it now 7? Or are they exempt another 7 from the 15? I don't know. So, cool. Wonderful. Like I always say, any day that we get news that something has not been banned is a very good day. All these countries really only care about is just money. They don't really care explicitly, though they might say that people are using cryptocurrencies, is that they're using cryptocurrencies and they don't know where they're going, because if they can figure out where they're going and if it's within their borders, they can tax it. That's all they ever really care about. So I've never been to Thailand myself, but I've heard amazing things from a lot of people who have gone. And I assume if you have a very low cryptocurrency tax rate, you're going to have a lot of people trying to move to your country, especially because they have warm weather. And I've heard the food is super inexpensive as well. So I like to eat. Anyway, that's the Thailand is easing their tax rules for crypto and digital tokens, because I'm pretty sure somebody was like, hey, we can get a lot of money in the country if you just lower those taxes. That's the Thailand tax easing digital currency news. And yeah, let's move on. Next up, The Indian government will clarify its position on cryptocurrency legality only after the wider consultations are over. Where have we heard that before? This was like 2 months ago. I remember when I had all the tabs open in one video because we had news, I think it was December, that they were finally bringing cryptocurrency regulations to the country, and everyone was like, woo, can't wait. And then I was like, wait, hold on. They said that in 2017, the end of 2017, 2018, the middle of 2018, they were going to ban it. The end of 2018, they were going to have regulations. 2019, 2020, 2021, the beginning of 2022. So these people have no intention of ever actually releasing cryptocurrency regulations. Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that she expects the central bank to roll out its digital currency this year. What? About the legalization of Bitcoin and other digital currencies, she noted that the government is not inclined to take a position just yet. But you guys told us the last 5 years. Why do you keep lying? Wait, it was because, oh, I get it now. You wanted to make your own digital currency and try and get people to use that garbage without them realizing that they could be using Bitcoin. That makes a lot of sense. It has set in motion a consultation of processes, and when it ends, the government will look at the insights generated before taking a position, she clarified. Do you get it? The idea is their currency is already really bad. It's already completely devalued compared to many other currencies. We can only assume if the world's reserve currency is doing bad, their currency is also doing bad. The idea of legitimizing, air quotes, Bitcoin by a government basically saying, hey, this is something you can legally use. Don't look at the garbage over there in the corner that we issued you. Look at this thing that might actually go to $1 million per coin. How do you get people to not do that? You tell them you're going to do it. You keep shutting down cryptocurrency exchanges. You continue to lie to your people. You do whatever you have to do to make sure that they're completely averted, not looking at the actual issue. But then you go, hey, I know you guys have been waiting for a very long time for digital numbers on a screen. Here you go. Our central bank digital currency. It's a digital version of the same diarrhea that we have over here, but definitely give it a try. This is all that they're going to be. Understand that. Keep this in mind forever. Tell your friends as well. I've had a lot of friends, sorry, I'm getting very excited. I've had a lot of friends smugly, very smug, come to me over the last 2 years, and I've had to shut them down almost immediately, who keep telling me, well, what's the point of Bitcoin? I heard that the US is also going to be making their own digital currency. Isn't that the exact same thing? Hey, what's the point of crypto? Because, I heard that China's also making their own digital currency. And then I have to lightly, because they're my friends, explain to them that these are just digitized versions of the paper currency that we already have. There are no new monetary policies that are going to be put in place except for more monetary controls by the government, because they no longer have to worry about you moving paper money around that they simply cannot see. They digitize everything and make you use their currencies so that they can tell everything that you buy, when you bought it, how much it was for. There's no more privacy in our world. This is why we have Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And a lot of people fail to remember this part. It's the same exact way when we heard years ago that Facebook was trying to make their own coin, and the comment section was littered with people asking, how do you buy Facebook coin? Facebook has destroyed any type of hope that they could have ever had to have public, not public pride, people thinking that they're not an evil company. I can't really shape it any other way. If they took all your data and sold it without you knowing to tons of other companies, you don't think that they would do the exact same thing for the information for what you're buying and the money that you're putting through Facebook coin? So anyway, the news is, I think also the next one is something relatively similar. Nearly every single country is expecting to roll out semi or completely their central bank digital currency this year. Should you be terrified? No. It is the exact same thing as before. Actually, you should even be a bit happy that these are happening, because one of the major things that has always taken place, always, If there is a conflict, if there is a problem, if there is an issue, if there's an economic meltdown, if banks run out of money, if so and so and so, if there's a stock market crash, people begin to run to the bank to start taking their money out of it. It's called a bank run. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but it happens in commodities and stocks. People begin to pull their money out of these markets out of fear. What happens when everything is digitized and there's a big giant red button that tells these people are going to start moving their money because we see that the stock market is going to crash? You freeze their accounts. And you might think this sounds far-fetched, but this is already happening right now around the world, multiple places. When banks are in trouble, governments freeze bank accounts and give people their money from the actual bank accounts to be able to feed whatever monstrous thing that they're doing on the side. Imagine how much more prevalent this is going to become when there's no more paper. And you should be excited for this, the central bank digital currency rollout, because all that's going to happen is these places around the world, I don't know about this one on the screen, but there are many other places that are extremely corrupt. Something's going to happen over the next 5 to 10 years. Something. It's always something because humans are ridiculous. Something's going to happen, and at least 3 governments are going to freeze the central bank digital currency accounts of all of their population. Something's going to take place, and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, that can also happen here as well. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrency adoption are going to skyrocket. So, bringing it all back, you should be quite excited every single time that we get news like this. I mean, I don't mind it at all. I think people, I think a lot of people like to be skeptical of the cryptocurrency space because they feel like they didn't get in early enough, or they simply feel like I can't even really. I don't want to say the word jealousy because I hate when people are like, oh, they're just jealous. But I think it's something along that line. If you, I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of like, remember I told you 2 years ago, I had a friend who was asking me, should he get into the cryptocurrency space? And I was like, dude, don't invest any more than you can afford to lose, that whole spiel. And he invested quite a bit, but then Bitcoin began to skyrocket and he made tons of money. He said he went to me and another friend. The other friend was telling him to invest in gold, like literally go to a store and buy tons of physical gold and hold on to it because you would need it. And even over the course of the last 2 years before this situation that we currently have going on, gold fell by 1% and Bitcoin went down to 3,000 and then back up to 70,000. Guess who made money? He went back to his friend to tell his friend how much money he made from crypto, and the friend was like, "It's still going to go down." That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. I think it's this really weird. They're almost embarrassed. Embarrassed is the word, to get into the market because they've been naysayers for so long. But at some point, they're going to have no choice but to get into it. And these are going to be the friends that you have who have 3,000 Satoshis, and they're going to brag to you about how much money they have. I guarantee it. So that's the India is expecting to roll out their central bank digital currency this year. I am very excited for 2023. I don't know about you, but this is going to fail terribly. And without further ado, let's move on. And to finish things off, in a speech transcript published earlier this month, the Philippine Central Bank governor announced the rollout of a central bank digital currency project at a joint event that was organized by the Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas and the Alliance for the Financial Inclusion. Okay. According to the BSP chief Benjamin Diokno, the project aims to improve the payment system's safety, resiliency, and efficiency. I'm sure. The BSP chief went on to highlight the potential impacts of a central bank digital currency. The BSP chief governor noted that a central bank digital currency would assist in government-run cash assistance programs and is confident that it can be used to offer immediate support to vulnerable segments of the country's society. Wink. Actually, immediate support to vulnerable segments. I'm pretty sure, I've never been to the Philippines, but I'm pretty sure there are many vulnerable segments of the country's society right now. Just logically speaking, I don't know. I was born in a country and they're kind of all the same. Why not send them immediate support right now? Even if it was in the form of cash, I'm certain these people would not mind waiting the 3 days for the convoy to get to their town or village or city? Why not provide them with immediate support right now, as many governments should be doing? However, the governor did highlight that the monetary authorities and regulators would need to build the requisite skills and technological capacity to effectively deploy and manage the risks associated with the central bank digital currency issuance. Fun, right? So cool. They're all doing it, the exact same thing. I think it's so crazy. 3 years ago, they all screamed at the top of their lungs that they had no interest in launching any central bank digital currencies. They were completely terrible. They had no point. They had no usage. And now they're all desperately trying to launch the exact same thing. That's the Philippine Central Bank plans to launch a pilot program for a central bank digital currency news. Let's move on. Always. How do I do that? I don't get it. Anyway, I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning. There's one person. Oh, that's sad. A great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.